The illusion of the dollar, the illusion of money, the illusion of overall currency, the illusion of currency. It's all fake. Money, the importance of money within human civilization. And when I say money, I'm not talking about US dollar, not only the US dollar, but whether it's pounds, whether it's won, whether it's Ryu, whatever kind of currency that there is, regardless, basically since the beginning of civilization, currency has been a very important thing. But currency, money, it's all it's done really is just brought nothing but trouble. If you look in past civilizations, and if you look at modern society, the one in which we're inhabiting now, we are currently going through the everlasting effects of the dollar, the currency. It's the reason why things such as bills exist. It's the reason as to why capitalism is a thing. It's a reason that we cannibalize each other for the sake of this, a piece of paper, something that can easily be torn. We cannibalize each other for the sake of pixelated digits. And when I say cannibalize, I mean destroying each other, us as a human race. Some of it is not really intentional. A lot of it is unintentional too. Currency is ultimately the reason why we go to our soul draining 9 to 5s. And I'm gonna say 9 to 5 with air quotes because let's be real, the majority of us, some of us actually work 10 to 13 hour shifts. And by the time that shift is over, at least for me, when I'm on my way to work, I feel like each time I punch in that time clock, each time I'm on the way to work, my soul, it hurts my soul. Like I could cry the way I feel. Like it's an unsettling feeling. It's a very unsettling feeling. Like deep in my heart, I don't want to work for the sake of this. I'm done with it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. All currency has ever done is just bring death, bring destruction, bring negativity, overall negativity to the human civilization. This is currency. This is the dollar. This is money. This is the illusion of it. You see, a belief that I'm seeing to be more and more prevalent now is that money can buy you freedom. Money can allow you to have freedom. This is something I'm starting to hear a lot. But the problem is in the quote itself. The problem is in the saying itself. Why is something so delicate, so intricate, so important, so vital for human life, such as freedom, why must that be bought? That's our right. Regardless of what you believe in, whether you're religious, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Yahweh, whether you believe in Buddha, regardless of a religion, freedom is something that should be granted to us. Without this shouldn't be behind it. We work so hard. We spend our lives working for the sake of digits, all so we can pay bills. We spend our whole lives working for money, working for currency, all for the sake of basically human essentials, right? Water, food, clothes, bills. And guess what? If you don't have either of those, nothing. If you don't work for money, if you don't work for the digits, if you don't work for the currency, it's punishment. We're paying for stuff that should be essentially given to us for free. And they say money can buy you freedom. With how I see it, money is fake. Money, all it really does and all it really has done is bring more problems. And I must admit, I'm not going to give my whole life story, not here in this video, but I'm someone who grew up in poverty, penury, inner cities, with little to no opportunities, places where you have to look over your shoulder, places where you're hearing gunshots, places where you're seeing caution and crime tape. I grew up in those places, right? And within those communities, within places like that, a lot of people put their faith into money and think money can essentially get you out of trouble. And I must admit, like, I say all that to say what I'm going through currently and what I've been going through for the past 23 years of life, like I said, poverty, money would help. But at the same time, I must admit, it would help. But at the same time, ultimately, it will bring me more problems too. It would. I must admit. But it would help me. It definitely would help me, but it will bring more issues too. Me. Like I said in my last video where I had to sit down and talk with y'all, modern society, this society isn't for me. I do not want to work for the sake of this. I don't want to work for the sake of pixelated digits. I don't want to work for the sake of a piece of paper. I don't want to spend my whole life working for this system, paying bills. That's not how I want to live my life. And with more money, you have to essentially do that, just that. Pay bills. Keep the income coming. It's a cycle, you understand? It's a cycle. It's a negative feedback loop, right? And I'm in a negative feedback loop now. I work, not even just me, take me out of the equation. I'm speaking general. We, right? I can guarantee y'all have a job. I can guarantee y'all definitely hate it. I hate mines. I can guarantee y'all that y'all don't want to go there. I can guarantee y'all that when you clock in or even on the way to said job site, that unsettling feeling, I can't even describe it, but it's an unsettling feeling. It's the feeling of sadness, the feeling of being confined, the feeling of being trapped, the feeling of helplessness. It's so overwhelming. But that's the best way I can describe it. Like when I'm putting my finger on the time clock, when I'm being brought there to work, and I work in a warehouse. I work in cold storage warehouse, aka the plant. That's what they call it. It's literally I'm working at a plantation. And I'm not saying that in the imaginary sense. I mean that in real life. You know, a lot of these factories or a lot of these warehouses, they call it the plant. Plant is short for plantation. And that's where I'm working. But all of us in general, whether it's a warehouse shop, whether it's retail, whether it's an office job where you're just sitting down typing on the computer, a lot of us really don't want to work these jobs. A lot of us only really do it because of this. Because of this. Money, currency, the pixelated digits. Pixelated digits that we see on our phone when we open our account. We work for these things. We work for it. And we essentially give it back. Whether that be to bills, whether that be to groceries, taxes, anything. Like, we trade our time in and we essentially give the money back to the system. Now y'all see what I'm saying? It's a negative feedback loop. We go to our miserable jobs that we don't want to go to. We clock in. We spend all of our time there at our jobs more than we do our own home, our own beds. And we essentially give the money back to the system. Pay bills, groceries, etc. We pay the money back to the system. It's a negative feedback loop, right? It keeps going. It keeps going. Keeps going. We do this for decades. We do this for years. We do this for years until we retire. And like I said last time, my generation, I'm a Generation Zer. That's what they call us, right? I'm 23. So I'm Generation Z. That's the label they slapped onto us. But Gen Z and below, like Gen Alpha, all the kids and stuff, that's right after us. Essentially, retirement, that's going to be a thing of the past. So essentially, they want us to work all of our lives and die. And that's what's been going on anyway to prior generations as well. Not a lot of people can retire. I have a grandfather. He's 67. He's still working. It breaks my heart. Like, I want to break this cycle desperately. Clocking into jobs. I want to cease that. I want that to be a thing of the past for myself so badly. But it's like, what can I do when I have bills? What can I do when I have rent? What can I do when I have... What can I do when I coexist? What can I do when I inhabit a society that puts so much of an emphasis on currency, so much of the emphasis on a dollar, on a piece of paper? What can I do? What can I do? the adults, the adults of previous generations, the adults of my generation even. I'm a young adult, but I'm talking about people older than us, like past generation. I'll say Gen Xers, even Gen Xers, they starting to feel the effects that we feel, but for the most part, a lot of them love to tell us, right? Kids, even us when we were children, when we had certain ideas, certain passions, certain goals, a lot of them would tell us to get into reality, be realistic. How that's not realistic. Do something realistic. Do something that can actually happen in real life. Don't be a fool. But those are the same adults that put so much of an emphasis, so much of their belief, so much of their life into the sake of currency, into the sake of the dollar, into the sake of a piece of paper. But in actuality, the reality of kids, even us when we were kids, our reality, or what was our reality, was realer than anything that they were living. Honestly. We weren't put here to work for this. All this is done is just bring death and destruction, chaos, control, whether that be controlled chaos or uncontrolled chaos. All this is done is bring mayhem to society, mayhem to this world, mayhem to this planet. And we work so hard for this. We trade so much of our time in for this. We hurt our bodies. We're selling our souls. We're hurting our souls for the sake of this. A piece of paper. Something that we can't even keep while we're on this planet, let alone bring with us when we die. This is what we work so hard for. I've been I've been yearning to get this message out some way. I've been thinking about how I'm going to present this for well over a couple months now, honestly. It's been something on my heart. It's been wearing on my body. It's been wearing on my spirit to just record this video and get the message out. How should I open it? What should I say here? What point should I make? How should I present it? But in all actuality, all I needed to do was just get on my phone, set my camera up, just hit record. Go blind and just let my truth see for me. So my thoughts are sporadic. If it seems to be all over the place, I'm sorry, but this is unplanned. This is straight from the heart. This is no script. This is truly how I feel. My mind, I'm so passionate about this. It's just, I can't. My mind has just been running a million miles per hour, recording this video, trying to see how to present it for you guys. But I think I did just that. And I hope I planted that seed. I hope I'm giving y'all food for thought. Hopefully this has made y'all critically think about how society puts so much of an emphasis on working for the sake of the dollar, paper, currency. The illusion of the dollar, the illusion of currency. It's all fake.